Hello, I've just received a letter back from my MP enclosing a letter from a junior minister in the Department of Digital, Culture, Media and Sport. Of course, it's hardly surprising that I've still not got a letter back or seen the minister herself, Nadine Dorries. But I'm going to read what this junior minister says at the end of his letter. He says, in response to Professor Wilson's views regarding the Tower Block of Commons, the Secretary of State's comments referred to a time before she was a minister. The Secretary of State wrote to the DCMS committee on the 19th of July to say that she stands by her remarks made on the 19th of May 2022 evidence session. So on the 19th of May, she testified to the DCMS committee, and at the end of her testimony, she made some throwaway remarks about her appearance on the Tower Block of London in 2010. Now remember, reality TV is particularly concerned about the difference between being authentic and being fake, and she effectively said that the Tower Block of London was faked. She said that she had lunch with somebody in whose flat she stayed, and that this someone had confirmed that her two boys were actors, were studying acting, and she then went on to say that she spent some time going to collect medicine, and that was also a transaction that was conducted with an actress, not a proper shopkeeper. Now, Rena Spain says very clearly that she was the woman in the Tower Block. She was a lady from Liverpool who now lives in London. She'd had a car crash, so she was mostly homebound. And she says that Nadine Dorries' comments on the 19th of May have caused significant anxiety. Renisha, her sister, backs her up. She confirms Rena's story and her concerns. Rena also explained that Nadine Dorries behaved badly throughout the show. She stuffed a £50 note down her clothes so that she wasn't completely penniless during the show. She smuggled drugs into the flat, sleeping drugs, temazepam, and she offered those to Rena, I presume, and other people during the course of the show. During a first dinner, she was so bored she went off to drink alone in her room. Now, I can't confirm any of this. I don't know whether any of this is true, but these are the allegations that were made and were printed in a newspaper, a media newspaper. And it's disturbing. There is also another story which I think was aired where there was a row with Rena, who asked Nadine Dorries whether or not she was employing both her daughters in her parliamentary office, and Nadine Dorries denied this. What she did was, on a technicality, was she didn't employ both her daughters in Parliament. She employed them consecutively. Rena Spain says that Nadine Dorries' testimony to the DCMS committee, of which she is the minister, was one big bag of lies. So it is a relief to hear that this isn't true, and that Nadine Dorries stands by what she said. I would very much like to see the letter that she wrote to the chairperson of the DCMS committee. And I suppose that is possible to get in some way through freedom of information. So I shall see what I can do about that. But at the moment, Nadine Dorries is likely to be replaced with another Secretary of State in the next month. So maybe we should continue looking there, and I will be quite happy to put Nadine Dorries to one side, and I have very little interest in Nadine Dorries as a person, but I have great interest in Nadine Dorries as the Secretary of State for digital media, culture and sport, while she is doing this job, she should be held responsible for the things that she has done and has not done. As it is, they believe, the ministry now believes that reality TV is entirely controlled by Ofcom's broadcasting code, and that Ofcom can make any changes that might be appropriate. I have contacted Ofcom on a number of occasions, and Ofcom don't believe that they are in a position to make any changes. Indeed, Ofcom were very clear to me that any changes that need to be made in that broadcasting code must come from the government. So the idea that that Nadine Dorries or the minister or the ministry is not responsible for the detail here is deeply disingenuous. But I am pleased finally to get a response, and I will be very happy to take it from there. Have fun.